What is going on, guys? It's Max Clausen, and I'm gonna be bringing you guys update to what is now my undefeated Floowandereeze deck. I almost said Black Wings. What's wrong with me? Took this to locals this Tuesday, the week this video is going up, or the last week, whatever it is. I don't like posting dates and stuff. And this deck went on a tear. I got so many people watching, going like, "Hey, yo, flu." So I'm like, yeah. If you guys have been checking my community posts, I posted I went X1-0, meaning I went undefeated with only one draw. Technically, I likely could have won my second match, but it was against a homie, and I didn't want to be like, you know what? Yeah, we ask for extra time and stuff like that. Plus, he's always really chill and cool. But this deck is still really crazy. You will, in this build, I ain't gonna lie, you will have some people sitting there going like, that's so gay, or that's so whack, or what. Again, as I said in my other video, to all of those people, and excuse my French, but shut up, just shut the hell up. You're out here playing a $500, $1,000 deck, and you're getting all pissy fit that you're losing to a very good budget competitive rogue deck. Bro, get off my thing. Really, I have no sympathy for people that just start talking to you crazy just because you're playing a deck that you like and that can help honestly counter the meta. And it's the only reason people will get mad at you is either one, they hate when you loop if are able to loop D-Shifter, which I do agree is kind of whack and crazy, or two, they spent over a fortune on what is now one of the most competitive decks in the format, and they lost to something that's can be built under $100. They're literally just ass hurt, butt hurt. At the end of the day, you lost, I won, get over it, you'll be fine. So anyway, main extra inside, be showing you the dual videos and be interested when those come out. So let's jump into this. Starting off with our flu monsters. Pretty standard. 2 Empen, 3 Eagle, 1 Stree, the 1 Rabina, and the 1 token. This is the ratio that will never change until we get new Floowandereeze support, because the new ban list is coming eventually. Snake Eyes will be hit on that, and I do know that D-Shifter will likely be hit because so many competitive players are just making such a big bitchy fit about it. So when it happens, it happens. But the way I built this deck, I'm like, sure, I can still play without D-Shifter. Why not? So anyway, Floowandereeze monsters, if you've seen all my other videos or any other videos, this is the ratio that is always the same. Nothing too much. Same goes with the Ryza, the 1 Apex Avian, and the 3 God card that ends games itself, D-Shifter. Self-explanatory, nothing else, nothing more, nothing less. But I am, if you haven't noticed, not running the DD Crow because I have something much more interesting. Well, to me. So, next up is our 3 map, 3 Advent of Adventure, and 1 Explore Winds, along with the 1 Dreaming Town, your standard ratio of spells and trap, field spell, all that. Everybody should know what it does, but my own new tech that I decided to play is 1 Floowandereeze and the Scary Sea. Now, if you don't know what this card does, I do not blame you. Not many Floowandereeze players run it, and even only time you would see this is if you're playing a pure Floowandereeze deck with 3 or 2 of everything. So basically, if you control a wing beast monster that was tribute summoned, if your opponent attempts to special summon a monster, be it inherit or just XC Synchro, whatever have you, while you control that tribute summon monster, bring it up so you guys can see it, you can negate that summon, and if you do, return that monster to their hand or wherever it came from. For the rest of this turn, your opponent cannot special summon, but they can conduct up to 3 normal summons or sets. I mean, it's sure just you know, if you've used up all your resources anyway to get to that said monster or whatever, you can normal summon or set 3 times, sure. The most important thing is, you're not special summoning anymore for the rest of this turn. So it's pretty busted. Obviously, you can banish it with Street and get it back with Token. Just another way to counter things, like when you go first, you set up your, will you rather set up your M-Pen as your floodgate, and hopefully you set up with an Apex Avian on your opponent's turns where they have the, like, just in case they have some back row removal or whatever. Set this up, activate it, and they're just like, well, my turn's over. Next up, for the card that got so much backlash, but hey, honestly at this point, like, goddamn it, it won me the games. 3D Fissure. This card, whew, as the Cali effect would say, phenomenal. This, I do highly recommend playing this, because literally played against Snake Eye, Fire King, or whatever Snake Eye. First match, I had both D-Shifter and Fissure, and he sat there, got a whole bitch about it. I'm just like, hey, guys, just like, I got it, I run it. Get off my, deal with it. Like, it's a card that's in the game. People know about it. Play it. It's just because it stops your deck. Don't get mad at me. And this coming from the same, and that complaint coming from the same player that played Kashtira with Arise Heart. I'm like, bro, get off. Like, bro, shut up. Like, shut up. Jesus Christ. But yeah, D-Fissure is very, very, very strong in this deck. I do advise Floowandereeze players to start maining this, because we go first, we open this or D-Shifter, we just win. Activate D-Shifter first, then before we end our turn, activate this. Now you definitely can't send anything. Mainly get the counter Droll, basically, but it's whatever. Obviously, Droll just fucked us up, and you know, this just kills Snake Eyes. They can't do much of anything. Man literally had to use up a lot of his stuff. They wasn't coming back. Next up is 3 Swallows Kawi. This card is okay. I mean, with D-Fissure up, this just becomes another Advent of Adventure, which is ridiculous. I mean, you can cut this card if you want to. This was always my side out card when I was going second or third. Second or, you know, first in like game 2 or 3. Distribute a Wing Beast. Add 1 Wing Beast monster from your deck to your hand with the same level. Get you all your little birds as well. It's a good, decent little card. As long as you have D-Fissure up, this card is just free. Another Advent of Adventure, just without life point gain. Then I did opt to play just the 2 Pot of Prosperity and the 2 Pot of Duality. Mainly because, as these both are hard once per turns, I don't want to see 2 of them in my opening hand. Like, that shit just always suck. Like, opening 2 Pot of Prosperities, then get into a Duality. Get something, I get Drolled. I'm like, okay, cool, you know. Another part of my hand is dead, so I can't really play. So, I do suggest just cutting down these cards just to 2. 2 is fine enough, especially since we do run the Tactics Thrust in the side deck. We can just get it whenever. But you don't want to see both of these cards like in 2 ofs or 3 ofs when you would play them at 3. So I will likely just keep this count to 2. And you have to be maining the 1 OT Feather. Oof, the camera catches that so beautifully. Yeah, we do gotta play the 1 OT Feather Duster just to clear out back rows. We don't want to deal with it. Just get it off the field now. Now for the traps, the only other hand trap is the Infinite Impermanence. And the other turn skipper, Harpy Featherstorm. Literally in my first match, had this Vanity's Fiend, spoilers, and M-Pen. Literally, he summoned Snake Eye Ash, effect, Featherstorm. I was like, I ain't playing no games. End your turn. Like, honestly, that's literally what this deck will say. Just end your turn. That is it for the main deck. My own little spices, which did, you know, win me the game. If you complain about it, so what? It got me results. That's what matters. Next up for the extra deck, doesn't matter. don't go into any of these, really. Just cards that do, like, synergize with the deck. You can play these if you want to, obviously. These would be the only things that you would relatively go into if your opponent has a big field. You know, just summon a little bird, go into Typhon, whatever. Side extra deck is pretty much it. Extra deck is never relevant in Floowandereeze. Now, the side deck is where the true spice begins. And I probably did show this in the last profile, but if not, here you see it now. We have the 6 Vanity's Fiends. These cards just literally auto-win you the game in this current meta. Your opponent literally has to waste an infinite impermanence against them, otherwise they cannot play. Alongside Empen, these are just, you know, what do? Just hope you have the out to, like, Lightning Storm or, again, infinite impermanence. You have to waste it on one of these. I do suggest every time I went second, if I knew I was going first, slide all 3 of these in. I want to see them. If I see one of these in my opening hand, I'm like, cool. Just summon this, pass turn. Next up, for the spells, we do have the 3 Cosmic Cyclones. You need to run those because people are starting to side anti-spell, so that just kills a lot of decks. The 2 Tactics Thrust, as I did say, along with the 1 Regeki, just because I can search it out. Board wipe, along with the other board wipe being evenly matched and the just turn ender against single extra deck based decks, the barrier. If I go second, these would always be the cards coming in along with Cosmic Cyclone to an extent. But that will actually be it for the Floowandereeze deck profile update. I know it was a really short one, but you know, it's Floowandereeze. There's not really much to be changing or doing that was too different, but obviously I did something very, very different. Guaranteed it does get you a lot of sneers and jeers, but you know, as long as you get the victory and you get the results, it doesn't matter what other people say. They can call it whack or whatever. You know, it's a whack deck, come beat it. If you don't beat it, that's not on you, me, that's on you. Like, you just got it. It's literally a whole skill issue. I do enjoy all the comments that I have been getting on my other Floowandereeze videos. For those of you who know who you are, no, I appreciate you. You guys help make all this more content even more. Again, the dual videos will be up this following week after this profile goes up. But again, that's the undefeated Floowandereeze deck profile. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button. Even if you don't, dislike, it's whatever. You still, a view is a view, content is content, feedback is feedback. So if you enjoy it, like. If you want to see more videos from me, which you will be coming, subscribe, and leave down in the comments below what you think of this deck. Is it sick? Is it whack? You know, I do agree that some plays are whack, but again, critics. So enjoy and see you at the next profile.